Here. Hello? Hey, how bad does this sound?
Hello.
I don't know if you can tell we're testing something, obviously. Where I did all this settings changes to incorporate an alert box, and as a result, things got a little broken. So how laggy are we? How bad do we sound?
Is it bad?
Is it bad? Those are all important questions before, like right now, the audio is clipping. That's what you're telling me? In this economy? Let me listen.
What? What?
Yeah, it is. It's so weird. I'm about to just throw it all away. I'm about to end this and switch over to the other option. I don't know why it's poppy like that. No, actually, I should just be able to... Okay. I'm going to end this from this device, but you shouldn't have to go anywhere. It should come back. Give me like 15 to 30 seconds, and it should pop back up. So hold on a second. Let's gauge.
Hello?
Hello?
Did we cook?
Did we cook? Oh my goodness. Oops, sorry.
Looks better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks better, sounds better, tastes better even.
Smells better. Well,
I'll have to test that afterwards. But now, as a result of that, we're not going to have an alert box. I did all this work for nothing.
you're telling me we're not at our full potential anymore?
No.
Now we're at our full potential.
Well, yeah, I guess so. One of these days, we're going to have an alert box in this stupid thing. It's going to happen. Unbelievable. Maybe it's because I had to... For some reason, it wouldn't let me run this through the computer as a webcam through this computer. It would in my MacBook, but... So that's why I had to use a cam link, and I feel like the cam link's probably the problem.
Frick.
Or this computer just sucks, man. Who knows? We got a lot to talk about today. I mean, seriously, a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little overwhelming. There is a lot of news. We got Killer Clown stuff to talk about. There's some summer camp stuff to talk about. I mean, we got Stranger Things news.
We did.
In 2025. It's a miracle. Yeah. Not bad. Unfortunately, now we won't be live on Twitch, though. Because we were live on Twitch a second ago.
Oops, sorry.
So the two people that were watching over there, my bad on that.
Sorry.
My bad on that. But, yeah, okay. Lots to talk about. Let's kick things off with Killer Clowns. The anniversary update comes out tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Can you believe that? Time flies. It's already been a year. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game. We're going to go through everything that you can expect with the anniversary update. Some things we don't have full details on yet. I actually assume we'll get patch notes today at some point. Maybe they'll just drop. A lot of times Elphonic drops them at the exact same time.
Yeah, patch rolling out. Here's the notes.
Yeah. So that might happen tomorrow too. We also know that they're doing their own dev live stream on the 4th. So, but first, let's take a look at their newest piece of content here.
Whoa!
Oh, look at this. Look at this guy. I'll even unmute it because they're cool and they won't claim anything.
It's so refreshing to see fun marketing, like having fun with your marketing.
Yeah.
Which Killer Clowns has always been able to do.
Yeah, they have. It's a pretty sweet piece of DLC. This is a premium DLC. Not clear how many tickets it's going to cost. Educated. This is a lot of suits, so I don't know.
10 colors.
10 different color variants. Suits for each clown. I mean, it could run maybe like $10. Can we up there somewhere?
Maybe.
I don't know, but it's pretty cool. I think it's going to get my money either way, I'm thinking.
It's getting my tickets.
It's getting my tickets for sure. And also, for some other cool free content you can get, we got some Twitch drops over here. The first Twitch drop being a clown skin.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cute little fella, isn't he? Yeah, so you literally just, from now until June 18th, Twitch drops. Just go watch your favorite killer clown streamer. And as long as their accounts are linked and whatnot, they have a tutorial on their website on how to get that all set up. You can scoop that skin for free, just for your time. It's just your time that they need. That's all. And then there's also a skin for humans on Twitch drops as well.
Hell
Pretty
yeah.
sweet.
Goofy. Love it.
Yeah, I've already seen a lot of people running around with these. I don't have them yet.
I have not got them yet.
I always mess up linking my account.
Yeah, even for like just watching to claim, yeah, sometimes you got to like link it and then sign out and sign back in to your Ilphonic Killer Clowns account.
Yeah, but also, what we can expect overall from the anniversary, you just punch yourself in the face. Right?
Yeah.
So what we could expect from the update overall, we have gameplay and balance adjustments, new challenges and rewards. We're going to talk about those in a second. New clowns, as in new clown skins, and new cosmetics and more. First, we have the challenges here. Let's take a look at these real quick. Whole bunch of new challenges. I think they got, 40 plus unlockables, 40 plus new free cosmetics, 80 plus new challenges.
Hell yeah.
Pretty wild.
And how much does that cost?
That is free,
Free?
sir. Free.
Free?
100% free. So that alone is something to be excited about.
Yeah.
But we also got to look at, let me cue this up real quick. I got to cue up one picture at a time. It's a lot of work, guys, to go through this one at a time like this. Chad. For one of those unlockables, you have the gold outfits. Committed clowns and humans will have the privilege of flexing these gorgeous gold cosmetics by completing new challenges when the anniversary update drops tomorrow. Pretty sweet.
Hell yeah.
Huge change that they announced with the gameplay and balancing changes. Some clown adjustments are happening, okay? So they're adjusting some clown tricks, some movement speed, and stamina. The big one being LOL got a buff.
Thank God.
They haven't gone over more of the specifics of these changes, but the big one, man, LOL got a buff. We've been waiting forever.
Yes.
It's like my biggest complaint every single time I play. LOL, like when you compare it to the use of an energy drink, which you think they'd be like at least close to 1-to-1, where if I use LOL while you use an energy drink, I can at least somewhat keep up,
right.
or it'll last as long. Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. But in other news, remember Frank? Remember pre-order early access Frank?
I do.
Well, he's coming in the anniversary.
He's
update
out of
as
jail.
well. He's out of jail. You can now get Frank starting tomorrow. So, not clear on how. They didn't say how. Whether it's just going to be unlockable or you're just going to have it. Who knows? They didn't say.
But they're celebrating. Look at that confetti.
They're having a good time.
Yeah.
They're having a good time.
Even Rudy's having a good time.
And that's rare. So, yeah, pretty sweet. That's most of the anniversary updates to expect. The thing is, though, they did the other day when it came to the release date announcement, okay, where they said, hey, coming on platform near you on June 3rd. They also said a special someone has been working up a gigantic appetite for humans. Clownzilla?
Hell yeah.
Big top map?
A surprise for our anniversary?
I mean, you would think it like something that big, like something like Clownzilla and a big top map, which people have been asking about for literally like 6 months before the game even came out.
Yeah.
That was up and being talked about. You'd think that would be a huge marketing pillar for you. and that would already be talked about.
Yeah, don't stealth drop that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can just promote it after the fact. It's not like you need people playing tomorrow, and
right,
and they have the dev stream. But if you're gonna do the dev stream, revealing something at a dev stream, why not do it before the update comes out? You know,
it's summer now. Kids are out of school.
Yeah, I got a reminder of that this morning when all the neighbor kids were out running around at like 8 a.m. So what are you doing?
Some people are trying to sleep. I don't see I wouldn't call it a benefit, but I wouldn't call it a bad move, a negative to, have all this big update come out and then stream on Wednesday and then announce, okay, Thursday or next Tuesday, we're dropping the map.
Yeah,
I wouldn't see it as a negative.
Yeah, it's not really a negative, but it's just, yeah, I guess a little weird.
Interesting, but I think it still works. It's summer. It works. People have time on their hands.
Yeah, it's June, man. I'm actually shocked that they don't have like a Pride Month related cosmetics. It just seems like a Klowns thing to do.
True. Yeah.
Honestly, though, they're already kind of in the game. Like you can
make whatever
you can want. Do whatever the hell you want in Klowns and with the combinations. I mean, you can just run around in a fucking Speedo, man. I mean,
hell yeah.
And I will. You can run around with a box on your head.
And I will.
Okay. In other news, let's talk about summer camp. Okay. There's been a lot. Actually, I just recommend going and checking out Wheezy's videos because Wheezy has been getting. He's calling them leaks, which I guess they kind of are.
They're just a scoop.
That's what they are. They're scoops. The man's getting scoops over there, exclusives. But leaks sounds cooler. So yeah, he's been having like several things sent to him. But some images that were public that just got posted in the screenshot section of the summer camp Discord. Let's take a look at these because they're significantly updated graphics.
Yes.
Okay. So first, it's just a boat and some water. Okay. Not bad.
Boats and hoes, perhaps?
Yeah, this is similar to the first one we saw, but you can just see where the textures are just much more complete. Mm-hmm. Before it was things weren't textured. Now you're getting some more of that. But also, sorry, every time I switch screenshots, I have to freaking.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process. Then we got this one. This looks more like a swamp.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Is there not like river swamp vibes going in here? Victor Crowley from Hatchet.
A little bit, yeah. Get the cabin over there on the other side of the water.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Little bayou.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You got to walk water up to your waist. Through this little swampy section.
Swamps freak me out.
There's Gators in there.
Yeah.
And Victor Crowley's in there.
And a million other things that can rub on my feet and I don't want.
Brain-eating amoeba.
Yeah, all of that. All of that. Not a fan. And then the one I'm sure that all of us are going to be the most interested in here. We got a look from behind our killer here.
They put me in the game? Because I'm bald?
Your scalp looks like that too?
That's why I wear the hat. You see the hat?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time we really have seen the killer more texturized. No mask.
Look at his back, going down his back.
Yeah,
little rotten skin there.
Nasty. Still getting some Part A Jason vibes.
A little bit.
I do. Yeah, it's just kind of proof that the game does not look nearly as bad as like some people were saying. Yeah, I think when you look at early indie game development, people immediately jump to like, wow, that looks like shit. Like, no, it's
PS2 graphics.
Yeah, it's in pre-alpha, and then so it's being made in Unreal Engine, and it's clearly that some of these choices, these aesthetic choices, are intentional.
Yes,
right. Like F-13 looks like a PS2 game, quote unquote, but that's like the vibe that we fell in love with, and that's what Summer Camp is trying to match. It's a spiritual successor. I still think you'll see some upgrades. Maybe cars won't fly away.
Damn.
Things like that. I tell you what, the driving mechanics need to be exactly the same.
Just goofy ass.
I need to know that I can drift whenever I want to drift and how I want to drift. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, to me, the reason I wanted to share these screenshots is like, hey, it's going to be all right. Like, clearly, they can make it look right. They can make it look like the F-13 that we know.
Yeah.
So you can still buy in. And also, currently, for top 10 upcoming games on Kickstarter, they just broke in there.
They sure did.
They're up there. They've got, I think, several thousand wish lists now. The beta's full, and people are interested. And I think, honestly, what Summer Camp might do that people don't even realize is it might open the eyes of people like Jason Universe, Horror Inc. and Victor Miller, and be like, wow, I mean, it's been 9 years, 8 years, and people still are clamoring away for this game.
Not a game. Yeah. This game.
Right. So maybe we should reconsider our choices here.
Right.
Also, in other news, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say anything. I think we can. It sounds like I'm going to be voicing one of the counselors.
Congratulations.
So if that's not a reason to do it, get in on it, Don't you want to hear me scream and die?
Whoa.
That'll be fun. I'll be sure to absolutely butcher it.
That dead bloody.
Yeah. In other news, let me take a pause here real quick. Let me look at the chat. Okay. I'm looking at the chat. Just as exciting as it was 5 minutes ago. We got more game news to talk about in a little bit, but I'll move on to some movie news because there was a lot of that too.
Yes.
Dude, there were the next two topics we're about to talk about were drops that happened last night at like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
On a Sunday?
On a Sunday. What are we doing? What is it? Is it Sunday Night Football?
Well, it was only 7 in the West Coast, on the West Coast.
I guess so.
Still,
Good
it's
grief.
a Sunday.
It was just weird to me. Like, what are we doing, huh? First of all, the black phone. It got its first. It had like teasers dropping.
Yes.
Which was in and of itself already weird. And it was like 30 seconds each. There were like 4 of them. And then they finally released the full trailer it's about 2 minutes. And, obviously I can't show it here. It's all bloody and disgusting. After the fact, I'll put the links in the description. I don't have them in there yet. But, a full teaser. Remember that ice skating clip that came from out of CinemaCon?
Yep.
And I just couldn't imagine it. It works surprisingly well.
Yeah, I've not checked it out because, again, I have not seen the black phone, the original yet.
Well, lucky for you, they don't relate.
Well,
other than I suppose the ending of the black phone would be revealed as a result of what's happening in Black Phone 2. But yeah, it's completely different. It's weird. It's people are going, it's described as like Freddy Krueger. That they're going a Freddy Krueger approach. Okay. I can kind of see some of that, but it's different. But it looks really creepy. I was surprised that Blumhouse could do something so creepy. Where's the PG-13 horror that I've been looking for?
True.
Also, they got a new poster, and there it is.
Hell yeah.
First official poster. Dead is just a word.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Because,
Yeah, my X feed, my Twitter feed was blowing up last night, and I'm like, oh, this dropped earlier today, I guess, or Saturday. Cool. I didn't realize it came out, Sunday night.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, and then another thing that happened Sunday night was Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Got a poster.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere. I should say Black Phone 2 in theaters October 17th this year. That's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Fun fact, I know what I'm doing on my birthday. I guess I'm going to see Black Phone 2. But yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's at this, basically right at the same time, it got a poster.
Horror, 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 horror.
Yeah, that's really it. It just got a new poster. Pretty sweet. Only in theaters December 5th.
Not on Peacock this time around.
Not on the cock.
They still made a lot of money, even though they dropped on Peacock same day.
Oh yeah, sure.
Almost, or maybe $250 million they made
Well, they're gonna make
in
more
theaters while it was on Peacock simultaneously.
now. Yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, you've seen the following.
Oh yeah,
You've seen the fandom.
everyone loves FNAF.
Yep, just rewatched it last night. And now that with Dead by Daylight and Five Nights at Freddy's, I went and did a bit of a deeper dive into the lore.
Mm-hmm.
That really makes the movie significantly better.
Yeah,
If you know the lore, it really helps.
yeah. I know enough of the big pieces of lore. The other stuff, I just kind of like it beams into my eyes and then just kind of beams right back out. There's just so much lore, dude.
Yeah, and it spans across like 11 games or something, 11 main games. It's a lot. I will say, though, in regards to Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and the lore, they don't do a great job in the first movie explaining the lore. Like they're trying, like if you know the lore as a fan of the game or the novels and things like that, you know exactly what's going on. You understand William and you understand the spring trap type, the lock mechanic.
Spring locks, yeah.
Yeah, that the spring locks that leads to the end and all that. They kind of like throw it in there. Like the way they say spring locks is like, it's a spring lock mechanic. Like that just, to anybody else, it just goes over your head. But if you know the lore, you're like, I know what's going to happen in the next movie. I know where we're going with this.
Right.
Yeah. So it's, that's it. So in other words, play the games, read the novels. That's my recommendation.
True. Or just watch videos about the lore.
There are plenty out there.
Game theory itself has so much lore.
Yeah.
But that's MatPat era too.
Yeah. And is he going to have a cameo in the second one?
God, I hope so.
Yeah. In other news, Stranger Things 5 finally got a little teaser. This is a 2-minute teaser that they put out. And the thing about it is, I don't know, 90 seconds of it is just, look at all this. This is all just old footage. But we get a little bit. We get a little bit in here. Some new stuff going on. Yeah. Look at that. But the big thing about this teaser coming out, finally, is that we got a confirmation on release dates. And luckily, dates, multiple dates.
Doesn't Netflix just drop everything all at once?
No, not in a while. The thing is, I was expecting them to be spread out a lot. I was expecting like 6 months in between. I thought they were going to ride this thing out, milk us fucking dry.
Which they absolutely should, by the way. In my opinion, milk us dry.
We have waited way too long.
This is the 5th season, and we're coming up on the 10-year anniversary.
Right. It's taken way too long, man. So now the first 4 episodes will premiere on November 26th. Then the next 3 episodes on December 25th. I know what you're doing on Christmas. And then the series finale on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, interesting. But see, I thought like original rumors was like first half or first like 6 episodes drop in July. And then the last 3 episodes are full-length movies each, and those drop in like October. That's what the original kind of rumors were. But
it does appear. Oh well, then yeah, that's funny as well. That November release lines up with the Dead by Daylight chapter.
Right.
Makes sense that they would collaborate again. Why wouldn't you?
It's a no-brainer. Because this is it.
This is it.
Until they do the spin-offs and the reunions.
Oh yeah.
And milk us dry.
Then
again.
they will milk us dry. Yeah. It's pretty neat that they're dropping like that. And now I know exactly what to do on Christmas, and I know exactly what to do on New Year's Eve.
I'm still 3 seasons behind. I watched the first couple episodes of season 2. That's where I'm up to. And I have not looked at it in like 8 years.
Damn.
6 years, something like that.
Get with the times, man.
I'm trying.
I will need to rewatch it. It's a blur.
Yeah.
I'm watching like that trailer, and I'm like, oh yeah, Vecna, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I've enjoyed every season. I know some people say it kind of fell off. I don't really feel that. I actually think season 4 was pretty goddamn lit.
I know that I'll probably enjoy the vibe of season 3 even more because that's the mall, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Where they're at the mall, Scoops Ahoy, etc.
Right.
I know I'll love that vibe, but haven't got there yet. One day.
There's a very interesting relationship in that season as well. Enjoy.
Thanks.
It's a good time. Okay, another news. Terrifier 4. Have you seen this? You seen this clip from the one and only 3C Films?
I did, actually.
Friend of the show. 3C Films. You think he would, you think he's too popular now? Do you think he would come on and do a little, I don't know, a podcast or something?
He's not coming on.
He's not going to come on?
No.
Can we come on to his show? Can we...
No.
He's a good dude. He's a nice fella. But yeah, Terrifier 4. He was at Texas Frightmare Weekend. He got to meet James and Chelsea. So we're all jealous.
They're coming to Flashback.
Yep. I emailed them already. Don't worry. Either way, we'll meet them at Flashback. That'll be nice. Yeah, he was talking to Damon Leone, and he just gave 3C the scoop, man. It was just like, hey, Art's backstory, first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes, Terrifier 4, you'll get it.
Telling me their Halloween kills in us?
I hope not.
Ooh.
I hope not. And then, he has one word to describe it. And he's like, I know this gets used a lot, but it's going to be epic. It's like, okay.
Oh, I was hoping for erotic.
That would have been funny, actually. It's not going to disappoint. You're going to get Art's backstory in the first 15 minutes of the movie. There you go. It's finally happening. That kind of scares me, doesn't it? Doesn't that kind of like make you a little nervous? First 15. What do you do? We've waited. It's a little weird to me. You wait 3 movies to get that backstory. You're waiting on it and you're waiting on it. And then it's like 4th movie, it'll be over in about 15 minutes. But yeah, you don't know until you know. Don't know until you see it. Either way, it's going to be nice to finally get that story. The light bulb flickering. Is there a ghost in here?
If there is someone in here, please make yourself known.
Origin story also very hit or miss in horror.
Yes.
Sometimes it can be very cool. It can really add to the story. Other times, origin story, I think Halloween's a good example. Once you add a little bit of backstory, it's not as scary. Yeah, I think with Art, I don't think there is an origin story that can change the way that character is perceived.
Agreed.
So it'll be fine. It's a splatter movie, So just go ahead, throw whatever origin story you want. He's still gonna fucking kill people. He's still gonna demolish people.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter. Okay, another news. Have you heard of the Jaws at 50, the definitive inside story?
No, I haven't. Please enlighten
Have you actually not, though?
I have.
Did you watch the trailer?
I did not.
Man, it looks very good. Sometimes these anniversary docs are a little forced.
Yeah.
This one looks really cool. It's coming to Hulu and Disney Plus. They gave us a pretty sweet little poster.
And National Geographic.
National Geographic. I apologize. I apologize. Yeah, it's the trailer. I mean, you get Steven Spielberg in there. You obviously got a whole bunch of different celebrities and whatnot. But man, they seem to go. Just the passion behind Jaws is wild to me. Yeah, it's 50 years later, and it's still talked about like it came out yesterday.
It changed the game. People mention that all the time. We're even talking movies now. It's Jaws. Biggest influences. Oh, one of them's Jaws.
It's also never really been matched.
Agreed.
How many freaking shark movies have been made since 1975, and none of them have really matched or come close to
Into
Jaws.
the Deep.
Did you see Scout just promoted Into the Deep again?
No.
She did it for a reason. It's on Hulu now, I think, or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And yeah, she promoted and she shared like a behind the scenes clip of it. I'm like,
cool.
Did they fix the CGI at the end? Yeah, Scout does carry that movie hard, but that ending. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, but yeah, Jaws at 50 on National Geographic on July 10th. It'll be on Hulu and Disney Plus on July 11th.
Hell yeah.
Shark Week. Ooh,
There's something about Shark Week. There's something about just like television events that still gets me. I don't watch television, but I watch Shark Week.
I watch television one time of the year.
Other than football.
And it's football.
Other than sports, I don't watch television.
Yeah.
Except for Shark Week. I do watch Shark Week. Not as much as I want to. I want to just, take like a week off from all responsibilities and just 24/7 just watch Shark Week.
The only thing about Shark Week is that it gets the same criticism that Jaws does, is that it makes people scared of sharks.
Right.
Why don't they do what Into the Deep did?
And have Richard Dreyfuss talk
in the credits.
About
how great sharks are.
Yeah.
And then you just make pirates the real antagonists of the film.
True.
And then you make eye contact with the shark, and then it swims away in CGI.
And it gets really small really quick.
Yeah. Damn, that movie was rough.
Yeah.
That movie was rough. But, okay. That's Jaws. Let's talk about Scream 7. Have you heard the good news?
Yeah. There's cookies.
Guy Busick did an interview with comicbook.com, and we finally have an idea of when Scream 7 takes place. So he said, I don't want to give anything away about the reason Scream 7 had to be a Sydney movie, because there's a really cool reason. In all these movies, you have to ask, why now? What is the thing Scream is commenting on now? Scream is always in a conversation with the audience in the state of movies, state of horror movies, and in particular, franchise. There is a really specific reason why Sydney is in this movie. I will say there was a reason, and we were happy with it when we cracked it. We went to Nev Campbell and said, this is why Sydney now. Nev was like, oh, I get that. I pitched Kevin Williamson this first two. He got it, and then I pitched the studio. So he said it's not New York. Doesn't want to spoil where it is, although we kind of know from the leaks and whatnot. And it's an unspecified amount of time after 6. I might get contradicted by other people, but in my mind, more than 2 years. So you'd say at least 2 years. Could be 2 years, but I would say 2 years plus.
So, yeah, perfect amount of time. Tara will be a senior in college. We can get her right back in. Sam and what's his face will be married by then.
So Sam and what is his
Cute
name?
boy.
Is his name Jason?
Danny. Yeah, Sam and Danny. They'll be married. Have little kids going, yeah.
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 So yeah. I don't really care about when it takes place. That doesn't really mean anything. But Guy saying that there's a very cool reason why it needs to be Sydney's movie, that interests me. Like, and they had to crack it. It was just like they had a light bulb moment in the writing room at some point.
Yeah, pitch it to Nev, pitch it to Kevin, and then go to the studio.
Right. It's interesting. I mean, we assume it's just their kids, right? Like that's the crack.
Probably.
Her kids that were in strollers in Scream 5.
Yeah.
Hey, time has passed. So what year would that put us in? I guess a couple of years have passed since Scream 6 in and of itself.
Well,
so we're in 2025.
If those kids are in strollers,
I think we're just gonna pretend that's not a thing.
That it was not her kids.
It was
her nieces.
Yeah, for the siblings she doesn't have.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't know.
Let's just call it 2030. We're good.
Jenna Ortega will not be in it. That's unless they're duping us, but she's not going to be in
That'd
it.
be nuts if
Honestly,
Melissa and Jenna showed up.
Isn't it funny that I think it's more likely that Melissa's in it than I do Jenna Ortega?
Right now, Jenna is actually so busy.
Yeah.
Even though she was like, oh yeah, before when I said it was my Wednesday schedule, that was 100% a lie.
Yeah.
But now she's busy. Death of a Unicorn.
Yeah. I still haven't watched it.
I haven't either. And then she just did a movie with The Weeknd.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd.
Yeah. Did you see, I almost had this on the topics, but I didn't. Did you see the first 6 minutes of Wednesday? came out?
I saw it came out, and I chose not to watch it.
I did watch it for the most part. I kind of like skipped through it. There was something so weird about the editing to me. It felt incomplete to me.
Really?
I don't know why. It was actually specifically the sound design. It just felt incomplete. I don't know. The opening, she's in an airport, she's being, has to take out all her weapons and whatnot, and the security lets it go, but then she's got a little thing of sunscreen, and they freak out about the sunscreen. I was like, huh, funny.
Good one.
Thank you. Yeah.
Again, with Wednesday, like so much time has passed as well.
Yeah.
Like her brother.
Right.
I don't remember the actor's name, but like
He's grown up.
He's grown up. He's taller than her now.
Yeah.
He's not short and fat.
You can put him in a fan suit. They won't. Yeah, they say there's more of an emphasis on family in this one too.
Family.
Get them all to nevermore.
And horror, as she said before.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, that slasher episode. So, Okay. Hey, big news. Crystal Lake, it's no longer just a fantasy. It's not just a dream. It's real. They're actually making things happen. They're actually starting. We knew pre-pro was happening, but they're building the sets, man. They did some writing.
Finally.
They've done some set design.
Finally.
And, showrunner Brad Caleb Kane posted this on Instagram. You got the sets being built. Pam living room. Unbelievable.
Who the fuck is Pam?
He said, building a mystery. Which, by the way, being what, a mystery?
I mean,
You mean that? You mean we're going to actually have a mystery?
Who is F. Heater? And they were born August 2nd, 2011. Or 1911?
Could be. Now, of course, we do know that Linda Cardellini has been casted as Pamela Voorhees, but also William Cantlett, who, of course, was just in Sinners, is also just got casted. Did they say his character name? Did not. We hear the actor will play the part of Levon Brooks, though no other details were disclosed, and the plot of the series remains under wraps.
Cool.
But his role is said to be a major one.
Cool.
So there you go.
Still haven't seen Sinners yet.
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, tomorrow it's out in VOD. Now you spoiled my new release section.
Oh, okay.
You sick fuck.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Buying movies.
Buying.
Yes.
Buying. Yeah, we talked about the Black Phone 2 trailer earlier.
Yes.
So pretty cool. It honestly, God, it might be better than the first movie. Just the vibes I'm getting. There is a chance.
Okay.
Now, back to video games. Have you heard the good news?
Yes, I have.
Saber, they're back, baby, and they are making World War Z into a VR game. Which, here's one thing I'll say about this, okay? I don't particularly give a shit about World War Z coming to VR.
I don't either.
The VR vibes, you're looking at it. Like, you've played World War Z.
You've played VR games.
You've played VR games, but when you compare this to like what World War Z is, like Saber's World War Z, this is just not even close.
Yeah.
Well, what we do, the hordes look pretty cool. They got the stacking zombies and whatnot, and that's pretty neat. And I guess in terms of VR, it should be pretty fun. I bet you it is going to be a good time. But what it really made me want to do is just go play World War Z again.
Right.
That's what I want to do.
It's been a long time since I played World War Z.
And look, you can pre-order now and receive the golden skin pack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. No.
But being developed and published by Saber, coming out on Steam VR and MetaQuest August 12th.
Cool.
I need to get back into the VR game, but I can't afford it. I still really want a PSVR 2.
Then get one.
With what money? Yeah, there's a lot of VR stuff I want to try. I don't know, man. Every time I try to get a headset working with PC, it feel like it never really works. and it just ends up becoming a frustrating situation. And then I'm like, that's why I always kind of wanted a PSVR 2, because it's plug and play. I'm done. I did it.
It does make me just want to play World War Z.
Right. Which now I'm gonna have to go reinstall.
I think I have it on PlayStation. I've never played it on PlayStation because I had it on Epic.
I think I think Cal gave me a code.
For
Because otherwise
PlayStation?
because I was playing on Xbox. We got it on Xbox before. Remember those days?
No, I don't actually.
The Xbox days? I'm pretty sure that's where we had it.
I'm pretty sure I was in my dorm room at college.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dorms.
But I do have it on PlayStation. Have never booted it up. Guess I should.
Yeah. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I know what I'm doing this weekend. Huh? Okay. Now we've got a couple quick topics to run through, and we'll wrap this thing up. Arrow Video, they're doing it. They're finally giving the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake and the 2006 prequel to the remake 4K Ultra HD releases coming on August 26th. So, there's a lot of new things, right? So you've got audio commentary, brand new audio commentary. Steve Barton in there, Uncle Creepy, and the Spooky Picture Show co-host Chris McGibbon, excuse me. They'll be doing a commentary. Dude, I want to be that guy. I want to be what Steve Barton's doing, where he gets paid to go talk on a movie track that he likes. That's a good gig. Dread Central. I'll make a website right now if that's what I get to do. A ton of new features and whatnot. And more important, it's in 4K, man.
Yeah.
It's in 4K. And
Arrow, man.
Arrow does great releases. So
yes.
You know it's going to look and sound good. The only thing I'm not buying into is the cover art. I don't know, man. Like this is the cover art for the 2003 remake. I feel like the poster for the remake is kind of iconic and getting his face right in there. So for him to just be off in the distance, I don't know, it's kind of even hard to tell. It's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre poster, like just from this, you know?
The more I look at it, the more it is growing on me.
I don't know. What about what about the 2006 prequel? Because there's that cover art too.
Don't touch that.
I don't really get this one either.
That one I'm not as much of a fan of.
Why would you not use his opening scene look with the half mask?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that feels like the vibe I'd go with, not whatever. Why is there even a kid there?
No touching.
What are we doing? I don't get it. Not a big fan of the cover art for these releases, but I know that they will look and sound good. So
both of those are reversible.
To what the original covers? That's usually what Arrow does.
If so, down.
Yeah, it's a reversible sleeve that has the original artwork on it, but I don't want the original artwork. I mean, I'll take it.
Inspired an Arrow cover.
Yeah, I just want a cooler Arrow cover. That's all I'm saying. But okay, and then have you heard the good news? Did you know Megan's getting a popcorn bucket?
I did.
I hate it, but I also like it.
I also hate it, but I also like it.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Megan.
Unbelievable. But it is exclusive to the Alamo Draft House, which means we don't have to worry about it because we're not going to be able to get it.
You can't tempt me.
Yeah. You can don't worry. They'll be on eBay.
Yeah.
They can tempt you right over there on eBay. And last but not least, for what I have, a couple things here. Let me just close all this right quick. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a gander at this. The NECA 50th anniversary poster figure. It is the figure itself pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, expected to ship Q3 of this year, retailing at $39.99, exclusive to the NECA store. Okay, that's great. It's all dandy. All right, The figure is okay, but this sold me. That sold me. The fact it's not like an ultimate, like you open up the door or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's actually looks like the poster, where he is posed like he's in the poster. Look at the rest of the box.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. It's got the 50th anniversary logo on the top there.
Yeah. I said I was out, man. They reeled me back in.
They always
I
do.
gotta find a way to get this one.
They always do.
I got to get out the credit card.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what's the worst part of these 50th anniversary collection that NEC has been doing for Texas Chainsaw Massacre? The fact that it's not on the 50th anniversary.
Well, yeah.
That has been annoying me. They were a little late to the party, but they did it. They did it regardless, and they have made a lot of cool shit. There was the Pretty Woman 50th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I've dodged that one. Probably won't dodge it forever, but yeah, this one I gotta get that one. That's a perfect wall piece right there.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for our topics. I did again new releases. I try to tell you, Sinners comes out VOD tomorrow.
Cool.
That's that. Do you have any other things you were just dying to talk about, good sir?
That's horror related? No.
Well, it doesn't have to be. I mean, the end of the show, we always just sit here and talk.
Oh. Our truth.
Oh, what a devastating release.
It's got to be a work, man. It's got to.
I hope
no way.
I hope it is, man. I hope it is. That would be nice. But it's not looking very likely. I don't know. I feel like out of all the times to release Our Truth, this one it's like the weirdest time to do it.
He's the truth, man. He's the truth.
He's like actually part of a big storyline for once. He's like never really gets big storylines, and now he's part of one.
You can literally throw him in anywhere.
Yeah.
And does not bring the segment down whatsoever. It always enhances the segment. He's the GOAT. I was saying I said Paul Heyman needs to get in the Hall of Fame. He is. Michael Cole, induct him today. And Our Truth, induct him today into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I hope it actually is a work. I hope it's one of these works where like 3 people actually know and they didn't let anybody else know.
Cole, Triple H.
Yeah, and like TKO board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dwayne.
Yeah, nobody knows. And yeah, then he actually is.
He wins Money in the Bank. He comes in, wins Money in the Bank.
He could be the one to shut down Cena. Think about it. I don't know. I haven't watched the last few weeks. So I'm a little out of the loop, but god dang it.
Yeah, just seeing all the wrestlers just like talking to him. Ron, I love you from their real names.
Yeah.
Like,
sad. How dare they?
Yeah, his merch was popping with that Ron Cena.
Yeah,
the merch.
And then like the day before he was released, they posted that video with him and Jey Uso. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, it's so weird. The timing is so weird. There's something we don't know. There's something they're trying to tell us. I can't believe it. There's something else I wanted to talk about, and I forgot what it was. You made me think of something
Carlito?
in the midst of all that. Well, R.I.P. Carlito, bro. I love Carlito.
13 more years, we'll get him back.
When I went to SmackDown when I was like 9 with my dad, I bought a Carlito shirt.
Nice.
His orange one. I just liked it. They got me with the colors.
Nice.
Fruity Pebbles over there. Yeah. I have not watched the Squid Game Season 3 trailer because I haven't finished Season 2. But I did finish Season 1.
Season 2 came out when? March?
No, it came out
February?
end of last year, I thought, right? All I know is I had a job when that happened. So at least before April. I thought it was like a while ago. Like 6 months or so. Give or take. December.
So and
6
then,
months.
then we're getting Squid Game Season 3 like soon.
Yeah. That's how it's done, Stranger Things. Good grief.
Netflix, learn from Squid Games. Oh, who makes Squid Games? Oh, Netflix? Oh.
Summer Game Fest is this week.
What?
This Friday.
Oh.
You know who I think is one of like the official sponsors there? Or one of the main featured companies? Blumhouse.
Really?
And which is interesting to me because Blumhouse was just at the Horror Game Awards. So they just had like a million different world premieres for independent games. I wonder what they're doing at Summer Game Fest that's worthy of our attention.
I didn't realize Summer Game Fest was this week.
Yeah, it starts Thursday, I think.
Well, it's a good thing oh no, I work Friday, but I'm off this weekend.
And then the week after that is Friday the 13th. Doesn't it seem like a perfect time to announce a game?
It does.
The problem is, I don't think, even if, like, obviously they're doing some sort of game. Yeah, we don't know the details of it, but either way, it's probably so early on in the process that it probably doesn't make, it would be silly marketing-wise to announce a game now, especially if you don't actually have the ability to make a real teaser or anything.
Right.
That can show in-game cinematics or something. So if they're not at that point, which I kind of doubt they are, it's probably not worth announcing. Maybe a remaster, or you could do something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I don't see it. I don't see that happening. I do think Jason Universe will have some sort of announcement on the 13th. But we'll find out, won't we? We will find out.
Yes.
Yeah, that info about Gun on X was the info they gave me was, hey, I have info. Send the info, and then I'll accept the DM.
Yeah, you don't have to ask, can I send you? Just send it.
Just send the info.
Just send stuff. Like, hey, hey, can I ask you a question? Just ask the question. It's fine. Just ask the question.
Yeah. Bring Her Back looks sick. I'm glad it's making some real money.
That's Talk to Me guys, right?
Yeah.
The YouTubers.
Apparently it's pretty fucking scary.
That's in theaters now?
Yes. Yeah. That was its opening weekend, yeah.
Cool.
Guess I don't even know if it's showing here. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Sick bastards. Yeah. A trailer for Crystal Lake show? We're not there.
Hell no.
Like we just talked about earlier, like they're building the sets, you know.
Unless it's just a CGI only of the mask and
the logo reveal.
Yeah, it'd literally just be a logo reveal for Jason Universe. Yeah. That's or for Crystal Lake. That would be it.
Yeah, I don't see that happening yet either. But there are a million things that Jason Universe has the ability to announce on June 13th, especially now that they're working with Stryker. There could already be merch deals lined up. It could be Jason in Fortnite. It could be Jason in something like that. It could, yeah.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, sure. Dead by Daylight? No, that's not going to happen.
Ooh, yeah, probably not.
No, they would already, like, because they already have the plan for this year. So they wouldn't announce Jason Dead by Daylight for whenever actually that chapter would be coming out.
Get it for the 10-year anniversary, getting Jason in.
That would make sense.
That would be popping.
Yeah, that would make sense. I don't know. We will be streaming tonight. Won't be till about 8:30 Central, but Killer Klowns.
And then Clowns tomorrow again.
Clowns tomorrow. And then I currently on my schedule is TCM tomorrow night.
Oh, I gotta work. I gotta work the next morning.
Working on that max level. It depends what that anniversary update looks like on Killer Klowns. Maybe
if it's goated,
maybe it'll get both streams tomorrow. I don't know, but I still have 2 codes to give away, and I think I'm gonna give away both tonight, or one tonight and one during the stream tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe both tonight, so you can take the code and go play it right away with the anniversary update. You know what I mean? Yeah, they did announce Five Nights at Freddy's like a year in advance, which was weird. Honestly, of all the companies to do something like that, it would be Jason Universe. Be like,
you announce this now, you'll get it in 2 years.
Yeah, right, right. Like I'm worried they're gonna do that for a game, which is why I mentioned Summer Game Fest or Friday the 13th next week. They could announce a game now, but it doesn't come out until 2027. You know,
8, 9.
Yeah, that's just based on the marketing prowess we've seen so far with Jason Universe. I could definitely see that happening. I mean, keep in mind, they literally put out a press release on Crystal Lake 3 fucking years ago.
And they're building sets.
They're building sets
5
now.
days ago.
Yeah, like, they don't, in terms of announcement to release, they don't really give a shit, it seems. Like, the second they have something written down in contract, they're like, let's announce it, which is why you could see something get announced at Summer Game Fest or on the 13th that is related to a game. That could happen. But I wouldn't expect it anytime soon.
Yeah.
Who knows? This Juvelation could change my entire outlook on life. This Summer Game Fest could change my entire outlook on life. Do you think we should do a reaction stream? Because I was thinking about doing a reaction stream.
To
Summer Game Fest?
maybe. I don't think there's any streams when I work, so. Because I'll be out of there at 9:30, so.
Yeah, I don't. I'll look at the calendar for it. Their whole breakdown. Could be. I want to watch it either way.
Yeah, they do pretty well at actually like putting segments out there and what time they're going to start.
Yeah,
with individual streams.
Well,
and stuff.
Summer Game Fest now is it even live? Don't they premiere it?
No, they have the main. No, it's all live. They have the main like show on Thursday. That's Jeff.
Yeah,
and then it's like each little developer has their own
Yeah.
streams after
Yeah.
and throughout the weekend.
It'd be interesting. What do we want to see from a game, you know? Like, if it's not a remaster, what does the majority want?
I mean, everyone's going to say, not some online crap that only lasts 2 years.
I think that at this point,
That's
probably
what you
a
want.
fair criticism.
But that is what you want.
But yeah, it is kind of like, it's what we kind of want. But at the same time, we're like, well, we want it. We'd want one if we had like more likely it stays alive more than 2 years.
If the lawsuit never happened, where would Friday the 13th the game be now? Probably like towards the end, right? Am I wrong to say that?
Maybe.
But that's
could have already been at the
But
end.
how many years would it have been going strong?
Definitely more than one.
Yeah.
Definitely more than one, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think of all the IPs to do an ASIM game and probably be able to hold an audience and do well is F13. I think the second a remaster got announced, people would jump right on it. Even if it was Gun, I think people couldn't help themselves.
Agreed.
I think it'd be even cooler if it was Ilphonic. And Ilphonic, he told me to check my Discord. I'm looking.
The card.
I don't have anything on Discord.
Why do I've spent like $200 during the stream.
Oh, am I looking at this dev post? What am I looking at here?
I've spent like $200 in this stream. Just, hey, you've been charged for this. Hey, you've been charged for this. Please stop it. Phone.
So this is a post for summer camp.
Okay.
Just want to make a small announcement that I've ran it by Lakin. I know which is the lead dev. I know a lot of people were disappointed that we won't be having a trailer on Friday the 13th. And I really wanted the community to have something on that day. So on Friday the 13th, I'll be releasing a prequel short story to hopefully fill in that gap a little. I need to emphasize the story isn't official canon. I wrote it as a fan of the game, not as official material. However, if the community likes it enough, it may be adapted into something official. I know a short story that isn't exactly a trailer, but I hope it helps satiate the wait a little bit. So on Friday, June 13th, look forward to The Final Girl, 1969, A Tale from Summer Camp. There you go. There you go. At least somebody's cooking out here. Was there anything else? Was there anything else in my cord? I have a friend request. Are they in our Discord? No.
Do they want to sell you Bitcoin?
And you know I accept every friend request I get on Discord if they're in our server. If you're not in our server, why do you want to be my friend? You're not my fucking friend. You're not my friend if you're not in our server, bro.
You're not my friend.
You're not my friend if you're not in our server. What do you mean? What are you doing? You don't even care about me. You don't even care. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, Friday the 13th. What we want to see. Yeah, because I do think it'd make money no matter what, even if Gun were to be directly like involved they were
Right.
publishing. I still think it would do well either way. But I think I don't know, man. Like it'd be cool to see something like a Supermassive game.
Yeah.
We need to see that where I think not playing as Jason. Well, I've always thought it'd be neat if Supermassive did an approach if they ever got a big IP where you play through it one time as your counselors. Let's say Friday the 13th, for example, you play through as a counselor, and then at the end, after you beat it, or if it's like you keep everybody alive or you hit a certain objective, you can go and play from Jason's perspective.
See, I always thought, like, in my head, a Supermassive style game is you go in between. So you play as counselors, and then that's one chapter. In chapter 2, or maybe chapter 1, you're going through watching Jason die.
Yeah.
Chapter 2, you're counselors. Chapter 3, you play as Jason. Chapter 4, back to counselors, and then chapter 13. Get all the way to 13.
I mean, with F13, that's the most. It's the IP that best fit that scenario.
Yeah.
Because you could go back and do Jason's origin story, have Pamela scenes in there and things like that, and then you are going back and forth between present day and the past and counselors, Jason, yada.
Yeah. That would be more like a way to then choose who dies. Because you could go through, so say you have a chapter and you're running through as counselors doing a bunch of stuff. And then at the end of the chapter, you are now Jason. And now you're like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm going to kill this guy.
Yeah.
So then you basically then actually choose who dies instead of, your actions causing a death or not. You know for sure, like, I'm going to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Unless you set him up.
That would be.
You find an item as a counselor that'll help you, and then when you as Jason go to kill that counselor, and that counselor has this item that keeps him alive.
My God.
I don't know.
My God. The pyramid scheme of
you start up here. We start at the top, and then it trickles down.
Yeah.
TCM could work that way too.
Sure. Yeah, they're Supermassive need to get an IP at some point.
Yes.
Let's just see what they do.
Yes.
Let's see what they can cook up. I think no matter what, people will be disappointed. If you announce an F13 game and it's another ASIM game, you have one crowd ecstatic. Then you have another crowd that's like, we've done this shit before. They keep on failing. Give us a single player game. I don't want us another scenario. TCM is probably the worst case scenario where my money is just gone now. It is evaporating into the fucking ether because when that game shuts its servers off, you're done. It's going to be carried by DNS servers and things like that, just like F13 is. Sure. Mode. Yeah, like but there's nothing to do offline. They have nothing. It's literally watching your money just burn away, man. There's nothing to do. So that's like worst case scenario for one of these games. At least F13 gave you something.
Right.
Yeah, there's something you do. You can go in and play bots and whatnot. But
bots, challenges, virtual cabin if you're a fan of the franchise.
Yeah. So there's something. It's not great, but there's something. And TCM will have literally nothing except for the museum mode that you can't reset.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why did they do this to us? So when people see another F13 game get announced, like if it was an ASIM game, yeah, I could see them.
But you have to
infuriated.
Take into account your audience.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that 60% of the people that played Friday the 13th don't know anything about Gun's reputation? 60%? These children?
Total downloads? Sure.
Exactly.
Sure. Total downloads? Sure.
If they
active
booted,
player base?
Yeah,
it's about 4% don't know.
Well, right. But like your target audience is going to be people that don't give a shit about what happened with TCM.
Yeah,
they're just going to be so excited to get their Chad Speedo dances back.
I think it's safe to say that with these games, the majority of the players don't know what a gun is.
Correct.
What a West.
They're still calling them
is.
gun media.
Well, honestly, that I mean, dude, literally their copyright is still Gun Media Holdings. Like
Gun Interactive.
I don't know why they. What was the thought process behind them changing that? Because I guess because they didn't want to be associated with television and movies, with media, so they switched to interactive because they make interactive games.
I guess. What happens if they change their name before their next game?
What do you mean?
What if they're no longer Gun Interactive?
What are they going to change?
What if
it
there's
to?
something else? What happens then?
Like Full Potential Studios?
Full Potential Media Holdings.
It's tough. I just watched Alucard's video today, and I think it's the best video that Alucard's ever produced, to be honest.
Agreed.
Yeah, 30 minutes of just cooking them.
There are a few things that I think were unfair to say in there, but the rest, pretty spot on.
Yeah, no, I thought...
there are a few things I'm like, well, but the rest of it, all valid.
Yeah, I think Alucard sometimes, in his years of streaming, has had moments where his just like us, where his passion shines a little too brightly,
100%.
and then he maybe comes off a little harsh. But I thought he had a very like, these are the facts.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the clips. This is what went wrong. I thought he handled it really well.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yep, caught him slipping.
Yeah.
Got him slipping. Honestly, the Savini code crap, God, that's... Dude, it's one thing after another, man. It's one thing after... Because, let's say that has nothing to do with gun, the Savini code thing. Dude, no one's ever going to believe you. They're fucking sold out of Lexington. What are we supposed to think? Like, do I think Ronnie and Wes are sitting there... They're millionaires, by the way.
Yeah, do they really need $20 a pop?
Well, probably more, I
Well,
think.
yeah.
But, like, dude, if they really cared that much, they just fucking sell them in the store and make millions. You know,
Right.
I can't see somebody, at least at the top. Like, I can't see a Ronnie. I can't see a Wes. I can't see who else am I? Ben. Yeah. I couldn't see any of those guys doing it. So that'd be someone low in the fucking totem pole who's not making millions of dollars.
Well, no, it wasn't out of Kentucky. It was out of North Carolina.
Oh, which is Randy was?
Which is
that
where
right?
Randy was. And Randy, he was a millionaire too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That the selling of Savini codes is like the one thing where I'm just like, nah, does not make sense from their perspective. It just don't make sense.
It's just stupid. Like if it was actually them doing it.
I feel like we would know 100% what happened by now if it actually was the case. If that actually was the case, we would know for a fact right now.
Yeah.
And we don't. So that's why I think there's more to it, and it's not.
them
actually
getting
the
sued
case.
by Tom Savini did not help the case, though. Did it?
That's a good point.
Yeah. But of course, there was the whole like the Savini Jason being released for free on Xbox, and then he was up for sale on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that probably did not help either.
Right.
Insubordinate. What are we talking about? Yes, new F-13 game. How about it? Like I said, I think they're going to be disappointed either way, because if you announce a single player game, the multiplayer fans are upset. Announce both. Let's just do both. Honestly, you could. They'd both make money.
Yeah.
I think most people, I don't want to say most, but I think most multiplayer fans that want an F-13 remastered, I think they'd also would jump at a single player game and get both. I think anybody that's dying for a remaster at this point, I think you're a true F-13 fan. I think you bought into the IP. Even if you were introduced to the IP with that game, I just think now Jason's your guy. You know, you want to see more Jason. That's why Dead by Daylight keeps coming up.
I think even today, with everything that's happened with TCM, I think if you were to get a poll in front of every single person with more than 5 hours of game time in F-13, would you do multiplayer or single player? You have to pick one. I think over 60% say multiplayer. Multiplayer only.
Hey, it was like on cue. Blumhouse Games. We've got a lot coming later this week. Tune in to Future Game Show and PC Gamer showcases for new trailers and reveals from Blumhouse. From the Blumhouse slate. I'm not sure if all these, because they got a little bit of a sizzle trailer here. I'm not sure if everything in here. The horror has just begun, is what the end of their sizzle trailer says.
Oh, Shizzle Gizengar.
Do you think if Gunn and Tom had fixed their relationship, he would have produced a better looking Bubba than Nicotero? A better? That's subjective. I think he would have done one just as cool.
Yeah.
I like Nicotero, to be honest. And I don't.
Yeah, I like Nicotero Leatherface, yeah.
I like the mask a lot.
Now, Nicotero Jason? No.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what I don't like about Nicotero Leatherface? The price tag. That's what I don't like.
And the fact that we've got end of support announcement and no Nicotero permanent price reduction. Cringe.
Kind of cringe. It's been on sale a lot.
Kind of cringe. It has. Fair. It has.
Yeah, he didn't design the mask for Jason, but he put about 10 minutes of work into the rest of the outfit too, though.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you know how much money they probably had to pay Greg to make that.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Come on. Yeah. I hope Gunn learned a valuable lesson from TCM. That a better plan for live service is probably a good idea. Don't have pay-to-win characters. Actually give content to grind for. Like, plan for your live service.
Breach and clear doesn't count. Hopefully third time's the charm.
Yeah.
And if it's not, don't buy it.
I think Gunn underestimates the patience of gamers. Let me clarify. I think, or overestimates the patience of gamers. I think when you release a game mode like Rush Week that doesn't have anything to grind for, that you can't play with your friends, there's no XP at all in that game mode, and when you think a game mode like that can carry your game into the future, I think that's a little silly. Like, I think they just assume if you make the game great, it will carry and make you money regardless. I just don't. That's just not what gaming is anymore. Not in multiplayer. Like, yes, make a good game. Make a good game. You obviously, that's step number one, bro. Make a good game to get players in. But if you want to keep them, that live service is important. You can't just rely on the gameplay itself to keep players for years to come. You got to get shit in there. You got to have stuff for them to work for. Because if they don't, they will fall off.
Obviously, you need to make money. You need to sell premium cosmetics. But not only premium priced cosmetics. You got to have free unlockables.
Yeah.
You also created a game that people were max level in a week.
Wow, no. It did take a while. 200 hours plus, really. And that's like playing Leatherface too. It did take a while to grind in 99. Don't get me wrong, but because there's nothing else to do,
right?
When you hit it, and then you're done.
That's it.
Like, yes, it takes a couple hundred hours, maybe more. Depends on what characters you're playing.
And with F13, you spent time and resources making Paranoia, which ended up getting shelved because it wasn't fun. Fair, don't release a shitty game mode.
Yeah.
But you wasted your time and resources on a new game mode.
Yeah.
TCM, you took away time and resources to make Rush Week and missed the 90-day mark for stuff you said was 90 days. You missed the level cap increase and in-game currency because you dedicated that time and resources to a game mode. Just stick with the game mode.
Man, like hindsight's 2020, right?
Exactly.
Hindsight's 2020, but when you consider the fact that they made the choice to not increase the level cap and add in-game currency because they were worried about the time investment, because Wes said it clear as day that if they were to do that, that's the only thing they could work on for 4, 5, 6 months. Okay. And then you look at Rush Week and how much time do they put into that? And look how many delays came as a result. Like you mentioned the 90-day stuff. That's 3 fucking months. That's 3 months right there. You already didn't get the shit you were trying to get. Like, don't you think in hindsight that if we got the level cap increase and the in-game currency, that it would probably be in a better position now than getting Rush Week? I don't know. The Rush Week decision is weird. I'm one of those. I like playing Rush Week. I think it is fun. It's way more casual. I hate the fact that you can't actually earn XP. I hate the fact that you can't play with your friends. Like, that feels like such a massive missed opportunity. But I am one that enjoys it. But I still can't imagine, like, what were the meetings like that led to such a decision to make another game mode instead of you're already fucking drip feeding content in the base game mode. What made you think another fucking game mode was gonna speed anything up and help? I mean, I get they gotta do some fun things. They got the fun cosmetics in there and stuff like that. That's like the only reason I can see them actually making the decision.
It was like, let's spend the time and make this game mode that we can now make more content with less restrictions on the paid content, of course. It just felt like another way to just get a little bit more money out of people with fun cosmetics that people have been begging for.
Was it worth the investment of making Rush Week? Honestly, I have to assume that it was something that Black Tower had in their back pocket or something. Like, hey, we've been working on this thing on the side. Could implement it into TCM. It could work.
That just seems...
that seems crazy, but...
That just seems not... I don't know the word for it. Dumb. Like...
Yeah.
Again, like, they still had to tailor it to TCM's mechanics. So you're still spending the time on that.
Yeah.
Just... how much content and quality of life fixes could we have gotten for the base game mode if they did not do anything with Rush Week?
Right.
And spend time on those cosmetics and those updates.
It's just like
reading the patch notes, the last couple patches, it was more Rush Week stuff than base game stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Not this last one, but the two before.
It reminds a lot of the engine upgrade in F13, which the engine upgrade actually made sense. If they would have been able to keep making content, the engine upgrade makes sense. But you look at it now, hindsight, you look at it now, you're like, man, we could have totally got Grendel out. Like, Grendel could be in the game officially if it wasn't for that engine upgrade. So, yeah, how much more could we gotten?
Would we have gotten the leaked characters?
Right. I mean, and if had they not made Rush Week, how much more money could they have made from those characters and other cosmetics that were being put into the game?
Could it have funded another set of cosmetics, another set of characters, map?
Are you telling me that Rush Week is the real problem with the game? You telling me that Rush Week killed the game? Splitting the player base too. That's another good point. Like, yeah, we already had brutal queues, dog.
Yeah.
You didn't need to split us up further. Yeah. Although it may not have made it as bad as what we were anticipating, because the base game mode is, and the broken queues, is not a lack of players. It's the same thing. Go play 2v8 in Dead by Daylight. Why does it take so long to queue as killer? Because there are too many goddamn killers and like not enough survivors to fill it. That's why you get the blood point bonus for survivor queue. TCM has the same problem, but it's the other way around. There are not enough family players to fill the empty holes of survivor players there are. Even though you need less of them, it still isn't enough. And then the broken backfill, where their backfill is coded where if somebody leaves, your lobby gets sent back to the queue. So getting someone to fill the spot breaks it, and that's a whole other problem. But Yeah, there's just literally not enough family players to fill the spots. It's not just a lack of players in general. It's a lack of family players.
Right.
Maybe you quit bullying them. No.
Well, that is part of it.
Yeah. That is one thing though. Rush Week, not nearly as big of a failure as Splatter Royale.
Fair.
Splatter Royale is one of the most asinine decisions I've ever seen in gaming. Like that's right at the top of the list for the biggest, weirdest decision I've ever seen in an ASIM game.
I know we're like 4 years too late, but let's make a whole battle royale game mode. I know we're 4 years too late, but let's spend the time and do that. People will come to the game for that.
Yeah, how much more could that game have gotten if it wasn't for that stupid decision? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Yeah, that one is worse. Rush Week at least was playable. It didn't ask for 35, 40 players to fill a fucking lobby.
Yeah, it was more fun to bully and lose as a victim than to win as a family. That's why there were more victim players.
Right.
More fun to bully and lose than to win as family.
Yeah, and especially if you're like solo queuing, like no, you can find success as a survivor, as a victim in TCM solo. It's much more difficult to do, especially if you're not a Leatherface main.
Well, and the PlayStation Plus the noobs, they want to play Leatherface, and you bully them. Why? Why do that?
Yeah, dude. It's. Do you think gonna announce something soon, or are they gonna stay quiet for a while? Sounds like they know exactly what. They do. I promise you, I don't have any inside scoop for you, but I promise you, they've been working on a game for at least 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Like that's just how this shit works, man. They probably had IPs lined up, and
After
then
F13.
Yeah, they said let's do TCM first, then we'll do this one. So I guarantee they're probably pretty far along in development. Obviously, we know they're doing mocap for something. That could be for the game after the next game. Like, they could be that far along because that's what they should be. That's what publishers do. That's just how it works, man.
Phonic has 4 games going right now.
Right.
With Clowns.
And it's safe to say they got another game in the queue.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe 2, maybe 3.
They have Clowns, Ghostbusters, Predator, Arcadegeddon. Am I missing any? Is that the 4?
Didn't they have that one paint game? What was that other game? But yeah, whatever.
Like, yeah.
And then look at Saber. Look how many games Saber has in their queue, you know? Like, that's what publishers do.
Also, yeah, if they weren't anywhere near and they said, stay tuned, that makes it even worse than it already is.
Well,
and it's really bad.
This stay tuned can get bent either way.
Yeah, for absolutely.
Yeah, bro. Google Rex think you're 31 months, dude.
But hey, maybe we'll get an apology.
I tell you, with Alucard, that was the first time I've seen that
Apology clip
in a while, and it pissed me off just as much. I had someone kind of defend that apology the other day. I was like,
really?
Come on, man.
How? How could you defend it?
Well, that he didn't mean it that way, you know, that kind of. I mean, I think this is what I like Matt. Okay, I think Matt's a good dude. I think Wes is a good dude, but I think sometimes when shit hits the fan, they take things a little personally, and they react in a way on social media. They react in a way that is just unnecessary. And Alucard reminded me of some shit that I forgot about. That like the respecking, you know, you're gonna make fun of people complaining about the respecking to get a single perk. And then, of course, you go on and you realize you're wrong and you change it, but you don't go and admit you're wrong publicly, and you still you trolled people. You fucking trolled your community.
Sometimes they think they're in the majority. They think they're in the majority, and that's why they think they can meme a little bit on that when they are in the vast minority.
Yeah.
Like, I
don't think you'll ever see them do that kind of crap again.
Like
I actually think they
like when it was,
time.
Hey, I'm infinitely door stunned. By the time I get up, I can't move and I'm getting hit with the door. And the developer response was just ... move ... away from the door.
They said that?
Matt did.
Matt said that?
Yes. To a clip of someone in an infinite stun. They cannot move.
Did they watch my video?
Matt replied, just ... move ... away from the door.
That is...
So you didn't even watch the clip. You can't move.
Yeah, you get caught one time and you were stuck.
Again, they think they...
I didn't even see... I must have like zoned out during that.
Yeah. They sometimes they think that they're in the majority, and they are not.
Yeah, that's the kind of like, don't have such a personal response to things like that. They learned. They had to have learned. Well, you didn't see Matt do that for the last year and a half. You didn't see, there's a reason Wes hasn't said shit about the sunsetting. He probably should have said something to be fair. But there's they're like, okay, we're stepping back. We have fucked up way too many times. They won't admit to that, but like, all right, we have taken things too personally. It's time to step back and stop voicing opinions that are just going to get you clowned on later, you know?
And who, I'm going to say something. It's going to upset everybody. And then I'm going to turn my computer off. Andy, Jet, Sid, good luck.
Yeah.
That's what makes it even worse.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this was a nice little venting session we had here today.
Matthew Cote telling people to play a new game when people are complaining. I do remember that as well.
Yeah, that's another good example. Like, he's also learned over the years. He's changed. It's been 9 fucking years. He's learned a lot.
These are human beings. At the end of the day, these are human beings. They're going to have these human moments. Having multiple over and over and not learning from them. Now they have, Matt, again, year and a half, hasn't said shit about it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then just, screwing over your community team with that. They have to deal with the brunt now. They're getting all the jokes, the full potential jokes.
Uh-huh. Sorry
you're going through things joke, which...
Uh-huh. I actually don't even think they should have put Sid's name on the statement.
It should have just been the Gun Interactive team.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it should have been that.
Because now, even though there was a chain of people who had to go and review that statement and approve it and make changes and things like that.
It should have been Wes Keltner or the Gun Interactive team.
Yeah. Should not have been your CM, Sid, who now has to take all the flack.
Well, and Andy was already had his Twitter privated. But Jet and Sid now have to make their social medias private too. Like, that's just... It sucks. It should not have had Sid's name on there. It should have just been the Gun Interactive team or just Wes.
Yeah.
Or Ronnie and Wes. That's it.
Yeah, I'm actually... It's one of those things that just kind of surprises me. That's all. Hey, Googly Rex, thank you for the £5 super chat. So with the Switch 2 coming out this weekend, what ASIMs do you think will be on it? TCM, Killer Klowns, DVD? What do you guys think?
The Switch 2 comes out this weekend.
Yeah, I guess so.
Holy fuck.
I will get that in 2 years from now.
Once they announce a new Animal Crossing game, then I'll get it.
I have no money. What do I want, VR or Switch 2? I'd make a call. What's next on my list?
I've been paying for Switch Online for 5 years.
I also keep paying for it, yeah.
And I probably turned my Switch on 5 times.
Honestly couldn't tell you where my Switch even is at this particular moment.
My sister has my Joy-Cons because I'm like, when I need them back, I'll ask for them back.
Yeah, I should stop paying for it. If TCM goes Switch 2, the whole team is going to feel my wrath. Believe it or not, I hold back. No, that is not happening. Killer Klowns, maybe. I think Ilphonic probably could quickly port it over. It's a lot of work, but they could probably do it. DVD, that's probably a certainty. They'll probably do it.
DVD eventually. Killer Klowns, maybe. TCM,
depends.
No shot.
I think the future of Killer Klowns is very dependent on this anniversary update. Let's see what happens. How many players do they get from the free days? How much DLC? I think Xbox players often just don't buy DLC. I think Game Pass has made people just kind of like jump in and jump out.
Some do.
Which is nice.
Like TCM had a lot of DLC because there were a lot of people complaining. Of course, it could be the loud minority versus the silent majority. Sure. A lot of people, when it left Game Pass, were like, I bought Danny and Nancy, and now I can't do anything with them.
That is actually...
I need my refund.
That is actually a fair criticism. Yeah, but also,
If you like
don't
the
you
game
know better if you're on Game Pass?
if you like the game enough to purchase DLC, if it left Game Pass, you think you would buy the game. You would think.
well, DVDs on Switch, wouldn't there be like a Switch 2 upgrade though? Because I mean, look at DVD on Switch. Look at F13 on
look at
Switch.
any game on
Look
Switch.
at any game on Switch. Like, yeah, the engine is, or the processing power of the Switch 2 is way better in the Switch. So they might see kind of like a remaster update type of thing.
Danny and Nancy was free on Game Pass? I don't know. Wasn't DLC free on Game Pass? I don't know.
Is that true?
I don't.
They were discounted. They weren't free.
I don't think they were free. I don't think they were free. Maybe we're wrong, but
I think they were discounted. They were discounted with like they were like $1 or something off or something like that. I don't think they were
I didn't
free.
think they were free. Maybe we're wrong, but I don't think.
Nah,
so.
there's no way. There's no way. Do you know Gun Interactive?
Do you
Not
think,
my gun.
do
Let
you
me
think,
tell you.
Do you think Clowns makes it to year 2?
I
I think it does because Ilphonic has 3 other revenue streams coming in.
think as long as Ilphonic is okay, Clowns is okay.
Right. Predator, Ghostbusters, Arcade-Ageddon,
Yeah.
Clowns.
I the only way I see Clowns shutting down anytime soon is if they shut down, and that would be devastating.
I would think they would be shutting down in order: Ghostbusters, Predator, Clowns, Arcade-Ageddon. They were free for a hot minute if you bought one of the game on one of the sales.
That's different though. That was after the fact. Like, what were they at release?
I don't remember.
I could have sworn they were just discounted because they Game Pass had a lot of discounts with it. There's no way that they were free. Just out of the gate at launch, at release, they just fucking dropped. I'm gonna go play on Xbox right now. Okay, that's different because they did deals. They did deals like that where you could buy one thing, get 2 other things free, especially on Game Pass. But yeah, there's no way they were free at launch.
Yeah.
That'd be dumb. I thought we were fucking paying to win, not paying for Game Pass to win.
They need to add proper gameplay content to Clowns, like new weapons and abilities. Well, they're tweaking the weapons.
Well, I think see, this is a criticism comes a lot, and I don't know how I feel about it because, yeah, there's no actual new clowns. They're just clown skins.
Right.
You're not adding classes. I think where they've balanced the game, there are minor adjustments they can make that will even things out. I think the second you add another class to it, you fuck it all up again.
Like bringing traps back.
Yeah, it's the same thing with TCM, dude. Like the pay to win abilities. If you're introducing new abilities, it's nice. It changes gameplay, so there are pros to it, but it always breaks the balancing. And now look at us. We're stuck with a level 3 wide ability that's never gonna change for the rest of the game's fucking life, and that's stupid. It's stupid. So, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna add a new clown class, you need to make it free. Get rid of pay to win crap out of these games, or a way to get it for free. You can have like pay to win sooner. You want to like kind of like how Call of Duty does. If you want earlier access to that piece of DLC, then you could pay for it, and otherwise you could earn it with in-game currency and things like that. Otherwise, you're just gonna get another pay to win crap, and it's gonna break the balancing. And the balancing in Killer Clowns is already very questionable. Like there are changes. We'll see after tomorrow. That we'll do probably a review on the patch because I'm very curious of how much the changes will make. LOL could be all the difference you need, honestly.
The mace.
Yeah, the mace being
Basic getting nerfed, but the charge getting buffed.
Yeah, wonder how good that charge is. Honestly, my favorite thing to do as a clown is just to knock their blocks off. I've been getting a lot of blocks knocked off, man.
I'm a cocoon boy.
You are a cocoon boy.
I get those cocoons.
Mr. Ivy said he wants to play Aliens with you, so you're gonna have to start practicing.
I don't have it.
Well, you're gonna get it, aren't you?
Maybe one day.
There were leaks that a new one's supposed to come out this year,
Oh.
which means we're coming close to the point where it's too late for them to announce and release the same year. It's either Summer Game Fest or nothing.
That is a good point. Like any anticipated games with no release date, it's Summer Game Fest announcement,
Yeah,
release date announcement,
yeah,
or nothing.
yeah. It's not coming out
Or
this year.
it's next year.
Yeah,
or you wait till the Game Awards to get it the next year.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's how it goes. That's literally any big game. That's how the cookie crumbles, man. Either they announce at Summer Game Fest or they announce at the Game Awards. There's nothing else in the bigger games.
Used to be E3, but there was no Summer Game Fest. Or there was, but it was nothing.
Right. So,
I miss E3.
Dude, if Alien Fireteam Elite 2 gets announced at Summer Game Fest, I'm in. UFC 6.
Oh.
Doesn't EA do their own thing?
Yeah.
So they wouldn't announce at Summer Game Fest. I mean, unless they want 100 million free eyeball. Well, not free. Well, how does Jeff do that? Do you have to pay for a spot in Summer Game Fest?
Yeah.
Not everybody, though, right? Isn't just
not everybody.
Isn't just whoever he wants?
If Rockstar said, "Hey Jeff, we got some GTA 6," for you.
Oh, right.
He'd be like, "You want an hour?
You want me to pay you?
You want an hour? You want an hour?" Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm going to buy UFC 6.
Don't do it.
Doesn't that make you fucking sick?
Don't do it.
I've never hated a game more in my life than UFC 5. I hate it, which sucks because I want to like it so bad. It would be like you hating college football. You know what I mean?
That's not possible.
It's not right. It's not okay that I hate it, but it's so bad. I literally hid it from my library. Last time I streamed it, I got so fucking mad. I uninstalled it on stream and I hid it in my library. I was like, I never want to fucking see you again. I don't even want to be tempted to reinstall your piece of trash fucking game, EA.
I wasn't going to buy College Football 26, but I'm itching, man.
Talking to John last night, he told me I need to buy it. I'm like, I can't commit to another game right now. I can't.
I barely have time to play the games that I want to play. I've like 6 games that I want to play really badly, and I'm stuck playing TCM.
We had fun the other night. What do you mean?
I don't remember that.
It just takes 30 Jello shots, 1 beer,
Good.
Yeah, then good. I'm gonna go get that clip of you running into the corner in the kitchen at Family House. Do you remember that? Bro, I walk into the kitchen. I only remember kind of it, but kind of what was going on. I walk into the kitchen at Family House and you're fucking just lost, dude. You're lost and walking into the corner in the kitchen at Family House. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
I do not remember that.
Oh, you brought out the femboy comment. What does that even mean? Feminine? Just feminine boy?
I don't remember that as well.
I mean, you're kind of a femboy.
What?
You're gonna tell me I'm wrong?
Yes. I'm not a femboy.
Is that all it means?
I was stuck in a corner on Mill on back. I don't remember that.
I don't remember much. I remember some. I singing some good tunes, playing some guitar, strum a couple chords, sing from the heart. I remember flexing way too much on camera. I remember doing push-ups, and I remember you trying to do push-ups, and then just fucking laid there for like 20 minutes. I'm not you dead ass laid on the floor for like 20 minutes.
I don't remember that. I remember the karaoke.
I gave Nick some back shots. I choked out Grant. I mean, a lot of things were happening.
Huh? Back shot.
I remember the chode comment. I do remember the chode comment. That was funny.
I showed off my what?
You don't remember that?
I don't have a chode. First of all. Second of all, what?
Pull up the clip because you said I have a chode. I'm gonna show you.
No, I did not.
I swear to God. That happened.
No, I did not.
Oh, I wasn't trying to fight anyone. I was trying to put people to sleep. There's a difference.
What? I don't remember any of that.
Oh, that was funny.
I remember.
It's a good thing Creed blocked the stream because it was probably better safe than sorry.
I remember eating.
You did stand up and everything. You did.
I don't remember that. All I remember is, other than the karaoke, all I remember is eating pizza and being like, fuck, cheese pizza, that's it. And like 3 hours later, I look over and there's pepperoni over there.
Dude, that pizza, honest to God, the pizza saved my fucking life. I would have died the next day. I was fine. I actually like wasn't hungover really at all.
I remember the karaoke. That's it. I don't remember anything about TCM.
I have a question. Did we did we watch Creed live on stream or was that after the stream?
On stream.
I know we watched it. I don't know how I managed when I'm that fucked up. I don't know how I managed to get the display capture working and get all that working and then shut the stream off properly. Like, it's not exactly a one-step process. You know? I can't believe I can always do that when I'm drunk and I can't even see the screen.
I do remember every once in a while doing the karaoke. We're like, one more. All right, Grant, thoughts?
How many people's dicks did you say you would suck? I mean, come on, that's just another day on stream.
We kept asking Grant for his thoughts.
It's fucking June, asshole.
he
Quit being a judgmental bitch.
He was passed out on the couch the whole time.
I remember that too.
Hey,
Grant? Every time. Grant, what are your thoughts on that? All right, sweet.
You think one more, Grant? One more? Is that all right? All right.
What do you mean? I talk about how good Creed was right now. Yeah, they are good. Like, I know what clips I pulled up. On any day of the week, I'd pull up Woodstock 99 and What's This Life For? That's a perfect example of Scott at his fucking peak. And I pulled up, there's Higher on MTV. I don't know if we got to that one. Did I pull that one up?
I remember that.
Told you that. Okay, and then there's Weathered on the Vegas rooftop.
We watched that too.
There you go. I mean, every day of the week, I'll pull up those clips.
So you remember the beginning. I remember the end.
I remember I faded in and out.
You remember the Saturday nights. I remember the Monday mornings.
Yeah, I was fading in and out on that stream. Honestly, the only gameplay moment of the entire stream I remember is you running into the corner at Family House and me just dying. That's the only clip I remember. Every other piece of gameplay, gone. It's not in my head anymore.
Chat was trying to get you to put pineapple on my pizza.
To kill you?
To kill me?
I mean, fucking psychopath?
What the fuck, Chad? I do remember Baby Shaq.
I remember that too, giving Baby Shaq a heart. I wasn't even drunk then. That was early on.
Back shots.
Oh no.
What?
Looking for Nick's. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh. You look at. No, because I wasn't giving you back. I was trying to help you up. I just did it in the most inappropriate position I possibly could. I actually do remember that now. I was like, back shots? What do you mean? Yeah, I do remember getting behind you and like intentionally making it look inappropriate as all hell, pulling you up.
I don't remember that.
I couldn't get your ass up either. You were dead weight in the ground there, bro. Oh, you're a big boy.
Nobody clipped that.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well.
All right, so we're doing the same thing again this weekend, huh?
I'm gonna need you'll see me on my birthday. That'll be my next drunk stream.
At Scarefest?
Scare. Very
Casino?
unlikely. Very unlikely.
Casino?
Oh,
I do remember Baby Shaq being like 6 for 20.
Yeah,
he did get a 4K that one game.
Yeah. After we gave him a lot of shit, he did put it together. That was funny. People do that all the time, though. That's why he got. Unfortunately for him, we were drinking because otherwise I'd have been nicer to him. But if people do it all the time, they're like, "Come on, man, I'll carry you," or like 1v1 me, bro. You're not even good at the game. The people do that all the time, and then we don't take the bait. But a couple drinks in, I'll take the bait. I'll take the bait. Get in here. Oh, you fucking suck.
We do have Jello shots still.
Oh yeah. There's like a whole bag in there still.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I got you up? Oh, nice. Big guy.
I started playing fast mode. What? I did?
Yeah. I do remember at one point, while like singing karaoke, just randomly hearing Chase on the mic. So, that sounds about right.
I was throwing toys around.
Oh, I do remember that. You were playing bags and shit in the lobby.
I don't remember that shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, I remember playing guitar. I'll play guitar. It's right here.
Yeah,
I'll play it right now.
You were looking for a pick.
Yeah, we found the pick this morning.
Yep,
It's sitting on the floor over here.
Yeah.
If only I had that.
British All-American Rejects. No, but
Yeah, I do. I was like, why did... Because I was making fun of the way he sings. It was like, I gave you my dirty little secret. Yeah, I remember doing that. I don't remember why. Well, Caleb's a liar. I wasn't even there.
one or you'll be just another regret. You fucking cunt.
My goodness.
Yeah, I remember the end, not the beginning.
That was rough. That was a rough one. But the next day I woke up and I felt fine.
Yeah, I was fine.
Yeah, I went outside and I played with my son. I played like outside with Kane for like 3 hours, running around, chasing that little bastard.
I do love the All-American Rejects. I didn't know that was a crime.
Yeah. The game is dead. No one gives a shit. That's every day here, actually. Nick will open it all the time. It's like, you want to play a real game?
You want to play a real game, a real alive game, and now it's actually dead.
Yeah, I remember the bucket list. So I remember more than I thought.
I got clowned on for All-American Rejects. Dude,
I told you they kind of suck.
I was making out with the floor, and you were thirst trapping, flexing your muscles.
Yeah, I know I was flexing. I don't know why I started flexing, but I recall that very much. Listen, anytime you guys want to get me going, I'll just fucking... First of all in here, because there's good lighting in here, all you see is white, pale-ass skin in here. That's it.
Made me roll up my sleeves and start flexing too.
Oh, look in the Killer Klowns post.
Oh, yeah. I was saying hot to go and let it go. Easy.
Bro,
it's what?
It's a kill. So he's gonna fade out like that, and Clownzilla's gonna come back in.
Nice.
So not a map, probably not a big top map, but
I'll take it. I guess
this is why we train. I say that every day too. This is what we've been training for. I had to move a rock. I'd thrown over my fence the other day, and I was just in my backyard, sober as shit, yelling that. This is what we've been training for. It is all about the lighting. You tell me I'm wrong? That's my way of coping. It's copium.
True.
Nobody's actually buff. All right, all the bodybuilders you see, they all look like shit. It's just the lighting. Honestly, I hope Killer Klowns does get a new map. See, I don't know why Ilphonic never commits to new maps. Like it started off at 5 at launch. That was nice.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not a whole bunch of new maps, and
We've gotten what?
Two, I think.
Two?
Yeah. I feel like maps are the key. You know, obviously you want things to grind for, of course. Like, so they do very well with challenges, but it'd be nice. I mean, maps spice up gameplay the most, I think, in ASIM. So you need more and more of those.
Gasping for air and staring at the monitor.
We were singing Ice Nine Kills? What Ice Nine Kills?
Great Escape. The Grave Mistake.
The Great Escape.
A Grave Mistake.
Yeah.
You crushed Grant's breadsticks during push-ups, and Grant was very sad about it.
Yeah, I actually remember that, too.
That was before he passed out?
It was an accident. Also, the breadsticks were fine. Also, I paid for them. Fuck that guy. He gave me a $20 bill. It was a lot more than $20.
I paid $100 for alcohol.
Yeah, dude, I know.
You paid me $25.
You said, hey, if you want anything, Venmo me. I was like, okay. So I sent you $25. I think that'd be enough. I didn't think it would show up with $150 in liquor. Unbelievable.
He's good. That doesn't even count the Jello shots. No wonder I have no money.
He was all in.
We drank about half of it. Not even. Because of the beer. What?
I had a couple Coronas last night.
Hell yeah.
Guilty as charged during movie night.
Hell yeah.
I didn't have a lime, though, so I couldn't come on with it.
Can't have a Corona without a lime. Come on with it.
Yeah, we'll do that again in October. What's that sound? It's probably about that time anyway. I think it's time for me to go back on baby duty, you know what I mean? I think that's actually my, yeah, it's my son banging on the door. He says, all right, wrap it up, Pops. What'd I do? Oh,
Tornadoes?
Fucking goddamn right. Still got it. Still got it. So it really wants to come in. It would be nice to be able to do one of those a month, but I would literally die.
I'm not allowed to be an alcoholic on my new medicine.
Be nice to
go to pick up right now.
Nice to do more member-a-thons. So we could do those and see if those get any chur action. Speaking of which, we're not a member, consider joining for as low as $2. But we gotta bounce on out of here. We'll be back tonight around 8:30. Killer Clowns, code giveaways. Be there or be square. Okay. Is that really my son doing that? It is. I can hear him. God damn, he's beating the shit out of that door out there. It's like, come on! It's time! Okay, folks, that's it. We'll catch you on the flippity flip. Deuces.